It's Labor Day weekend, and we have 3 days to travel 1,100 miles from our boondocking spot here in Custer, South Dakota, all the way to Mackinac City, Michigan. And guess what?
We have no reservations. We're supposed to be boondocking for 2 nights, and it's gonna be like 100 degrees or more.
And thank you to Weather on the Way for sponsoring a portion of this video. Honestly, it's been so long since we've had a long, multi-day, 1,000+ mile road trip weekend like this. And of course, in our typical fashion, we're attempting to drive all those miles across state lines on a holiday weekend with no reservations. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but I am sure it's going to be an adventure. And whatever happens, you're getting a front row seat.
And today, it being our first drive day, we're going to do something that we've never done before. I really hope it's not a bad decision, but we'll find out. And once we get to what we're doing, we're not telling you yet, so you guys stick around. But when we get to it, let us know if you've done it and if everything's been good. But I really want to know if anybody's had issues with it when they've done it. But you guys stick around to find out what it is.
We're trying to head out early today because we've got a pretty long drive day for our first travel day. I have so many plans. Craig was right. It does add to the pre-travel day checklist. Just a bit though, but worth it. Look how pretty the plant is. Meanwhile, Craig.
I don't want these things to go with me.
There's been a lot of fly.
Ooh. Oh, got him out the air.
Just call him Craig the Fly Hunter.
So we were going to get to leave, but we killed our batteries last night. Only half our solar is working right now, which is my fault. And I knew when I installed it that I should have got another fuse and wired it in differently. I was like, I don't feel like waiting. So I did it the way I did it, and we did blow a fuse. So 1,000 watts of our solar is not working right now. We killed all our batteries overnight. Somebody left a bunch of fans on, and we can't bring in slides or bring the jacks in if we don't have battery power. So,
well, we could get the generator out, but we don't want to. I'm sorry, and I'm also sorry if you guys can hear my hiccups. I'm like, how do you get rid of the hiccups? Try holding my breath.
You gotta stand upside down.
Scare me. Stand upside down.
You're supposed to stand upside down and drink frog juice or something.
Well, I'm not doing that. We're just waiting for the sun to come out, charge up our batteries.
I'll sit here till tomorrow before I get that generator. I ain't getting that generator out. It's too much work. It's too heavy. I'm done with that thing. I'm gonna try and hook the truck up to it to see if it will charge the batteries a little bit. I don't think it will. We don't have like a DC to DC charger or anything like that, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, we're about 10 amps in now, so.
Nice.
That's better. At least do that for a little bit.
It's getting windy out here, as you can see. So I want to go check the weather. We've been testing out this new and very unique weather app. And if you're an RVer, you already know your life is ruled by the weather. And if you're not an RVer, then heads up, your life is going to be ruled by the weather. But anyways, it's called Weather on the Way. And the cool thing about it is that it tells you what the weather is going to be along your way to your next destination. All you have to do is plug in your destination, and then it's going to basically give you an hour-by-hour breakdown of what the weather is. You can check for any rain, any crazy weather conditions. And this is a good, important one for RVers, you can check for wind and wind gusts, which when I was looking, I saw that there was going to be some 22-mile-an-hour wind gusts today, and it'll flag it if there's like any advisories. We've got a heat advisory along our way today, which is not fantastic. We can even see what the weather's going to be like when we stop for the night, which it looks like it's going to be in the 70s, which is pretty warm, and so I don't know how well we're going to sleep tonight. But overall, we've really enjoyed using this app, especially out here in the Midwest, where there'll just be like crazy storms that come through or wind. Oh my gosh, the wind is so crazy. So if you want to try it out, you can use our QR code here or use the link in our description below. You'll get a free 7-day trial of the app, and if you use our code WILDRVs, RV, you can get 10% off your first year. Now we just need the sun to keep coming out, charge up these batteries so we can pull in our slides in and go. Okay, sun is out. We're bringing in the slides. You ready, Freddy?
I hope so. The rest of my life's gonna be driving. We did pretty good this week on water consumption. However, we are still gonna go dump just so we're not carrying extra weight for 7 hours a day. That wouldn't make sense. All right, all good.
Nope, this one is squished. Is the sun finally come out?
Well, hopefully our batteries will be charged by the time we get to where we're going.
I'm hoping. We got some pretty good views out there since we drove a mile up the mountain. Unexpectedly. This is the one bad part of this road. It's gotten washed out, and I think it got worse since the first time we came in because it rained while we were here pretty hard one day. Ooh, squeezing by it, squeezing by it. Watch out, they're just gonna walk across the road. What happened to look both ways before you cross the street, cows? Bye, cows.
I heard this bridge tall enough.
I hope so too. Dump station. Yeah. This dump station on Campendium, it's free for any customers, so we're gonna go in and get breakfast snacks because we're hungry anyways. Oh, it is warm. We are in Rapid City right now. The heat is just, ooh, I'm not looking forward to where we're gonna sleep tonight. Oh no, you're taking the whole Valterra valve off.
Yeah, I gotta make it where it won't do that.
If anybody's got any suggestions on how to make it so that the Valterra valve doesn't twist off when you're like trying to turn things and put your sewer hose on, put in the comments. I think somebody did give us a tip. We'll have to try to find it. I can't remember what it is now. The Bluetooth monitoring for the tank sensors is really nice. It says the black is still 2/3 full, so we've got to flush it.
Yeah, thanks. I can't see it.
Now it's snack time. Snack time. I think we got too many snacks.
I think we didn't get enough.
We've driven about 180 miles out of our 1,100 miles we have to drive this weekend. But it's time to take a break for fuel and these dogs.
Hey, the dogs need to go out. Maverick's been bothering us.
That's how you know. See, he took a nap and then he got up and started trying to like mess with us. Why aren't you, Maverick? Are you trying to pretend like you're just being good looking out the window? And Leland's just been doing this the whole time.
Made it. So I don't know if you know, maybe you do or don't, but at truck stops a lot of times the diesel pumps, if you come to like the truck side of it, will ask you if you need reefer diesel or tractor diesel, and maybe one other option sometimes. But you want to pick tractor diesel because reefer diesel is, I believe, made for like farm equipment and stuff like that, which will burn and run fine in your vehicle. However, they do dye it, and if you're caught with it, you'll be charged a fine for however many gallons is in your vehicle with that diesel because it's not taxed.
$20.69. I wonder how much we're gonna spend in fuel on this trip over. Let's start a tally now and we'll keep you posted. He's so excited to both get out and get in.
Ready? Go. Crazy.
All right, back on the interstate.
On the road again.
We had over 300 miles when we turned on this road to go just straight on this one road. We still have 206. Craig just said, Craig, what's your name? I forgot.
Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Craig just said that.
Old Craig.
Oh, Craig.
Old Craig.
Old Craig just said.
Like that.
Old Craig.
Old Craig.
We've been in the truck too long, clearly. Well, old Craig just said that we're getting some major side gusts. You can feel it on the RV, and we are right where our Weather on the Way app told us we were going to be getting like 22-mile-an-hour gusts. So we were prepared, but they're not too bad, right? Like,
Nah.
not major.
I don't even notice them because I got
Well, you
a
clearly did just
big
notice
old
them.
truck. Well, maybe a little bit.
So the plan, we're not really sure how far we were going to get today. So the
Cabela's.
plan-
That's a big old Cabela's.
So Cabela's is a place that you can do overnights at, because our plan is to just find a place to do an overnight after our next stop. That is the exciting thing that we're trying for the first time. And then we're going to either drive aways or not drive aways. I don't know. We'll do either truck stop, Walmart, Cabela's, something like that we find along the way. And then tomorrow night we're going to try to do a harvest host, but I got to try to book it and hopefully get approved. So wish us luck. All right, we just got off at an exit. We're gonna put fuel in the truck again. And then what are we doing?
We're getting the truck washed.
No, well, the RV wash.
Ah, that's not important though.
There's a Blue Beacon truck wash here, and we're gonna get the RV and truck wash together. I think, we have no clue how this actually works. It's our first time. It's supposed to be open 24/7. You're about to find out how it goes.
We've never done it. Hopefully nothing gets damaged. I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah, I hope not. So we're about to walk you through the process, what it's like. Bulb number 2, $120. So she said it's already over $200 today. Okay, here we go to the truck wash. Blue Beacon truck wash. Okay, so far there have been good signage.
Yeah, the road's a little rough, but
It looks like we just turn around here and enter.
they even got like vacuums that looks like you could use, I
Wow.
guess. It's kind of nice. I don't know, that vacuum.
I've seen it where there's lines, and I thought we were gonna have to be here a while, but it looks like there's only one guy ahead of us.
In one bay.
And one
There's
bay.
2 bays. Oh, there's one in this one, remember?
Oh yeah, there is.
So we
Okay,
can.
so 14 foot high, 13 foot wide.
Should be good.
Here comes somebody. Okay, good. Hello.
Hey, how are you? Both. Yeah.
Just soda water,
What's the option? This is my first time doing it.
we got brightener, citrus.
Just whatever you think will get the bugs off.
Ooh. Here we go. He didn't tell us how much it cost or nothing.
Mm-mm.
It's all a mystery.
It's all a mystery. He didn't tell us nothing.
No.
I'd ask a question, it just nod his head.
Okay, Craig's gone inside to pay. I'm still in the truck, and there's like 10, at least no less than 10 guys out here, all with hoses and brushes, and they're spraying everything. They're just on it. Leland does not know what's happening. Just know if you have tried this before and how it's gone, because we're in the middle of it, and it seems to be going okay so far, but I don't know.
So it ended up being $82.52. I'm getting the truck washed, no brightener. I don't know what that is. And then I'm also getting rain nets on the RV and the truck, which is $14 for the RV and $660 for the truck. And then just for the RV to get washed is 30 something, so it comes out to be like 80 something. What did I say? 82.52 for everything to get washed with rain nets put on it. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, there they go.
I'm not gonna lie, it's stressing me out. Like, I feel like they're just gonna mess something up or scratch it. I know they do this all day. It's literally their job, and they're probably better at it than me, but again, when it's yours, you care a little bit more.
Done?
I think so. I'm gonna come out here and inspect it.
Wow, that was fast. It took like what, like 10 minutes?
I don't know, that was real. But they did have a bunch of guys in there. The front's definitely a lot cleaner, but all that water's about to be leaving some streaks.
Think so?
Yeah.
The bugs are gone.
Oh, look at this dirt. They missed some. I mean, I guess it was a start. I don't know. I think their brush was dirty. Either their brush was dirty or they didn't, like they just missed spots. I probably won't do it again unless I'm in a, like, I don't know, a situation where I just can't wash it myself. I don't know. Cause it's like, it's cleaner. I don't know if it's $80 cleaner.
Well, I guess if we had just got the camper wash, we've been 35, or just the truck 22.
But I think even, I don't know, it's probably worth $30 to do what they did. But it's like a lot they missed and a lot of dirt still left on it. And I don't know. Well.
If you've done this before, what's been your experience and your assessment on it? I definitely worked in a pinch, and we're gonna show up at our next campground looking much better than we did before, and we were boondocking, so we couldn't really very easily wash it ourselves. So it worked, but...
And they got the bugs off. Like, there's not a
Yeah.
whole bunch of bugs on the front of the truck or the camper. So that in itself makes it a lot more worth it that they got them off, because bugs can ruin your paint, and the front of the Brinkley's has automotive paint on it. So I mean, it kind of makes it worth it for that, but I don't know. I should just be doing a better job, and then there wouldn't have been bugs on it to start with.
There you go. It's Craig's fault. It's Craig's fault. We're in Minnesota. So the truck washing experience went much faster than expected. It is 100 degrees outside at 5 p.m. So it was way too early to try to stop anywhere for the night.
Yes,
And
crazy.
hot, early and hot. So we're continuing on down the road. At least about another 2.5 hours, we've got a Walmart in. So fingers crossed they haven't recently put up no overnight parking signs or anything like that. And hopefully it's cooler by then. Whew, my gosh, it's hot, hot, hot.
I'm not sleeping at night if it's that hot. So we're less than 10 miles away from the Walmart that we're gonna stay at tonight, and we'll finally get to eat dinner. But best of all, I won't be driving anymore. Till tomorrow.
Home for the night, Walmart.
It was hot.
It was quite warm last night. This is probably the warmest we've ever slept in.
Yeah, it was awful. So this is day 2 of our 3-day road trip. We slept at a Walmart last night, so that was pretty...
It was the quietest Walmart we've ever slept at.
it was for sure the quietest.
We've done Walmarts and truck stops for overnights, and this has been the quietest place we've ever done an overnight, I think.
It wasn't bad. It was just hot.
If it had been cool, it would have actually been a pretty nice night's of sleep.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, which you don't always get. It's a toss-up, I guess, on whether your Walmart or truck stop is good or bad.
However, thank goodness I'm here. Somebody would still be asleep.
Well, I was getting sleep. Once I got to sleep, it was some good quality sleep. It was quiet, nice, peaceful.
Doesn't make it okay. What's wrong with this world's generations nowadays?
Okay, it's
All they want is a sleep in.
It's 6:30 a.m. I did not sleep in that late. It's 6:30
They just want to
a.m.
play their video games and sleep in all day.
I don't even play video games. Somebody plays video games. Anyways, our Harvest hosts did accept our stay, so we are on the way to a Harvest host.
They did?
Yes, they did. Today should be a shorter drive day, so it'll be good. And if we can get set up at our Harvest host, we can unhook. You ready? Oh, dogs are ready.
I guess.
As a side note, I found this Walmart on iOverlander with recent reviews from people saying that they spoke to the manager and they were fine with overnights, and then it was actually quiet and peaceful, which is the reason I picked this spot. So that's usually how we find our overnight stops, is using either Campendium or iOverlander to check for like truck stops, Walmarts, Cabela's that don't mind, things like that. When we do overnights, we usually only put the bedroom slide out, and so we leave the other slides in. We try not to make it like we're living here or anything like that. So we're about to bring the bedroom slide in and go. Drive day number 2.
Number 2. Okay.
The way we find gas stations that are big rig friendly, besides going to like Love's or Pilots or things that are like truck stops, so you know they're obviously big rig friendly, is I will just get on the Google Maps and look around, and I'll use the street view of the gas station and like just check it out, see what it looks like from the front. And then from satellite view, sometimes you can see if they've got like a separate station for trucks. You can even see sometimes in the satellite view if there are semi trucks or something in the gas station, see for like a size reference. And it's not a perfect system, but it usually works. Let's see what we find. Oh, there it is, there it is. Clearwater Harbor. It's a restaurant on a lake.
Please drive to highlighted.
Got Craig listening to a murder podcast.
I can't
this
see,
morning.
guys. Holy smokes. Dang. Still can't see.
Yeah. Maybe that's something.
Wow, look at all these trees and little hills. It's kind of pretty. I think we just crossed over into Wisconsin. We're gonna stop at this Wisconsin Welcome Center coming up. Thank you, Wisconsin, for welcoming us. It's nice and sunny this morning and already warming up quite a bit, but I just checked the weather on the way up from here to our destination at the Harvest Host, and it looks like there is some stuff on the radar, but it shouldn't be causing any rain where we're going. So I guess it's gonna be moving away from our route, and the wind gusts are only similar to yesterday. So it looks like we should be good. Yes, where we are.
Filling up for the 10th time.
Filling up again.
67.96.
Oh goodness, I wonder what that brings our total to.
So we're like an hour from our next stop, which is a Harvest Host. This is our first time staying at a Harvest Host, but we have had Boondockers welcome, but we just recently changed it to the big plan where you get Harvest Host and Boondockers welcome and all this stuff. So hopefully it goes well. We'll see how it goes, and if it's worth it, I think we're gonna enjoy it. It sounds really nice.
Y'all are getting to come along on a lot of firsts for us this week. First time trying out the truck wash, first time trying out Harvest Host. We'll let you know our honest review of how it's going. And if you do enjoy getting our honest look at our experiences throughout RV life, be sure to hit the subscribe button, because that's what we do here, and hit the bell notification, because that lets YouTube know that you want to see our adventures. So we found out that the parking is a couple blocks down from the actual restaurant, between two other restaurants and like a gravel lot. I don't know, so hopefully we can find it. We're looking for a Chef Choose, which is not the restaurant that the Harvest Host is. Okay, so we see Chef Choose. Okay, so slow down, not this entrance, obviously not up,
that one,
but that road there, where that truck's turning into.
Parking lot 3.
Yep, parking lot 3, exactly.
And then I just go where, in the dirt?
Immediately to the left. Yeah, into the dirt. And then they said that we can park on the grass or back by the trees. So I think we can go back there. I think there's like
Nowhere flat.
trying to find
Maybe back there.
here. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, back here. This looks pretty flat. Got a little bit of shade, which we need because it's hot. Okay, gonna check how level we are because we are planning on unhooking here and putting our slides out, relaxing a bit. So let's see. What does it say? Oh,
So I guess we need to go on blocks on the other side, huh?
so we're leaning a little bit, so I'm gonna get us up on 2 blocks. Sometimes I stack them up like a little ramp, so it's a little easier to roll up on. It's a real soft ground right here. Okay, now let's see how level we are now. Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah, it's pretty good enough.
Okay, I'll chalk it. We'll chalk it and unhook. Are you happy to be outside of the truck, Maverick? Auto level was a success. We could put the slides out. Back in the truck, but not because it's another travel day. It just got too hot.
Maverick kept whining, and I think it's because it was just too hot inside. It couldn't get comfortable.
Look at him now with the AC blowing his hair in the wind.
He's so spoiled.
I know. Oh, so we're driving around. Literally 100 degrees out right now. This is not boondocking weather. And we can't run our ACs right now, even though our solar could normally handle it if we hadn't parked in the shade. But we don't have soft starts installed yet. Coming soon. But, man, can't wait to get to our full hookup campground tomorrow.
So we had all the fans going inside, and they're all the reflectance window shades halfway closed. We had them open a little bit so the windows could let breezes in, and we were able to get the inside of the RV down to like 93, which is just cool enough so anytime you sit down you sweat.
We're just driving around, and Craig looks over and sees this little park with a river, and we stopped. There's nobody here. This is exactly what we were looking for. I tried to look up like places we could take the dogs to go swimming, and the only places I found were packed with people. And this one was just randomly. So, lesson is just drive around places and see what you can find. There you go. There you go. You can touch. Oh. Maverick's trying to eat a leaf that's floating by. Come on, go back inside. Go back inside. Come on. So the thing about Harvest Hosts and why we hadn't previously upgraded to that membership is that you usually are expected to buy something from the host because it's usually, well, it used to be mostly wineries and breweries. We don't drink alcohol, so it just like always seemed awkward or something. But through the years, it seems they've added a lot more like museums and farms and restaurants and different places like that. And you guys know we love a good restaurant.
And animals.
And animals. And I'm not opposed to some fresh cheese or honey or something from a farm. So anyways, that's why we decided to upgrade. And this one is a restaurant, so we're about to go eat at this lakefront restaurant. We went on a run this morning. I always almost die when we run.
I went on a run. Somebody.
I went on a run for half of his run, and the other half was a walk, but it was something.
Yep. I just started running again like 2 weeks ago, and this was the first time I got a flat area to run in, and then Victoria went along with me.
So he still doesn't know how fast he is. But I have to say, the Harvest Host compared to the Walmart or truck stop overnight was really nice. This is the first time we've used it for like it's the first time we've used Harvest Host versus Boondockers Welcome, and it's the first time we've used it for just like an overnight stop and not trying to stay a couple days. With Boondockers Welcome, sometimes you can stay up to 5 days, which is another reason why we weren't sure about Harvest Host, because it usually is only one night. However, I have to say, as far as overnights go, this was way better than Walmart, truck stop. So quiet. This is
pretty nice. Like, it's like a big field, grass and everything that's open behind like restaurants and all kinds of stuff. So you literally could just park here and went and walked down the road to find food, to go to the lake or whatever you want to do. So this is really nice.
The only negative is that it was so hot. I cannot wait to get to the campground and have full hookups and have a long shower, because it's been so hot and just like nasty feeling the last 2 days driving.
Not to mention that we're out of water. Like, we've just been making it work. It's just... It's so bad right now. If this wasn't our last day, yesterday wasn't our last day.
We'd have to go get water somewhere.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Oh gosh. But anyways, today's the last day. We have 329 miles left to go, but it's Labor Day, and I am not sure how many Labor Day parades we are about to get stuck in. I hope none, but fingers crossed. Yesterday, when I checked the time it was supposed to take us to get from our Harvest Host to our campground, it was 4.5 hours. And now today it's saying 5.5 hours. So I feel like there's already some traffic that it knows about on the road. So this should be an interesting day. We're supposed to arrive by 3:03 p.m. Just casually turning. I thought you were about to make a U-turn with the RV.
I was, but then I saw this road. So we're gonna fill up, I hope, but it's looking like
14 feet. Oh, we've got that.
we do, but I guess we'll just
Wait for this boat.
I think I'm gonna go around the building and try and catch this end if there ain't pumps over there. $88.55.
So we're about 30 minutes out from getting to the RV park. It's been a pretty boring drive though. We haven't done nothing. I think we stopped the one time for fuel and one time to let the dogs out. It's been a boring drive, holy smokes. But
Some pretty views though. The lakes are just so cool. It's crazy to me that it's not like the ocean, how big they are.
apparently you can surf on them, but I haven't seen any waves big enough yet, so I don't know about that.
And I think I've determined that I was wrong about it ever being a 4.5 hour drive. I think it was always a 5.5 hour drive because we didn't hit any traffic or anything along the way. It's just been pretty standard and boring, as Craig said.
There has been a bunch of people that just decide to drive under the speed limit. I will never understand this, but that happened, I guess.
We're almost there. Well, Craig spoke too soon.
We're backed up. It's at least half a mile. There's a toll booth apparently up here to get to the
Bridge, I guess?
Bridge? I don't know. But it's backed up at least half a mile.
There's some lanes that say cash only and one that says open. We're gonna try to go to the open one because we have a credit card or we have a $100 bill. That's it. Well, we're going for the $100 bill because we couldn't get over into the open lanes because it's too busy. So hopefully they take it. I don't know, what are they gonna do? I guess we'll probably just have to get a little slip and pay later, I don't know.
Or $8. Hey, I only have 100.
That's okay.
Okay, oh, I'm so glad. I tried to get over to these other ones, but nobody would let me over.
20, 40,
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
You too.
Look at that water, it's so pretty. Like, how is this not the ocean? It's crazy.
Road, then your destination will be on the right.
Got a whole convoy. I don't think we're gonna be able to turn before. Oh gosh. I don't know that we're gonna fit. We'll be hanging out in the road.
There's a couple of them, right?
Yeah, it says check in, so maybe we can just kind of like choose the right one. Hopefully there's no trees in the way. Ooh, yeah. Wow. This is a whole thing. They got a little window or office with a bunch of windows, like 5 different people checking people in. So I don't know why everything's so backed up. But anyways, got our site number, 901, and now we just have to wait for all these people in front of us to clear out so that we can actually go. 903, 902, 901. Okay, so that's gonna be ours right there. Probably one of the easiest backups ever because the site is so big. It's very nice. We did it.
We made it.
We made it. 1,100 miles in 3 days with a little bit of time to spare.
Yeah, I don't recommend it though. Driving gets old.
Especially not when there's like apparently a heat wave going on.
Yeah, that also was pretty bad. That was probably the worst of it.
But our journey is not over yet because we are not as far east as we're going to be, and starting next week, we'll be continuing on east at a slightly slower rate, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But we've got some big adventures planned, so hit that subscribe button.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. Also, make sure you do click the subscribe button and possibly the bell if you want to be notified when we post. Maybe we'll do like a little quick tour of this campground. It's a pretty big one and it's really nice actually. The sites are very nice. So if you want to see that, make sure you click the bell, subscribe button, and give us a like. It's not too much work. Don't be lazy. Just do it.
Don't be lazy. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.